Hi everyone, Namaste, welcome back to the channel. And for today's video I am doing a monthly favorite, and maybe we could just do it as a series if I continue to be regular on YouTube. I know I am struggling a bit. Maybe someday I'll let you know the reason why this is happening when I also do figure out why I'm not able to overcome this. Anyways, for today's video what I have is my monthly favorites that would include makeup, some skincare, some hair care, and also a brand that is not exactly a monthly favorite, but it's a monthly wish list, you can say, or just a wish list. It has been on my wish list for a very long time. It's just that I'm not able to convince myself to buy it, but why should I gatekeep? And if someone is looking for a very beautiful festive wear or a wedding wear, then perhaps this brand is something that might help you. Anyways, we are going to do July favorites, and I have done skincare before, I have done makeup, sorry, I've done skincare, I've done hair care, but I don't think so I have ever mentioned any of my favorite makeup products. Now I'm someone who really does enjoy doing makeup. Starting with the makeup, yeah, you want to apply some makeup? Do you want me to put some foundation on you? Okay. Starting off with makeup, one of my favorite product has to be this Chanel Water Fresh Tint. Now this is said to be a foundation, but this exactly isn't a foundation because it has zero coverage. It has no coverage at all, but it still gives you a very nice dewy radiant finish. It comes with this brush. Now usually a product, when it comes with a brush, I find the brushes not to be that good quality. It is there in the packaging, but I never end up using the same brush. I usually use other brushes, but this one is actually not bad. It's a decent brush. It works very well with this Water Fresh Tint. Now this one has granules inside. It is sort of like foundation granules. You have to take out a pump of foundation on your hand, then use the brush, mix it, and then apply it on your face. You can't just pump it on your face and then do it, because the water part of the composition and the granules part of the compositions are very different. I'll show you how it looks. So this is how flowy this entire Water Fresh Tint is. If you can see, the granules are completely separate from the water. All you need to do is take the brush and mix it, and then you apply it on your face. Now this might not be a very good color match for my hand, because I really don't use my hand as a reference point when I buy foundations. As I was saying, I really don't use my hand as a reference point to match the skin tone on my face, because the color the skin tone on my hand is completely different to that on my face. My face and my neck and my chest is much more lighter than my hands. I suppose my hands are a bit more tanned, so there's a stark color difference, and I really don't use this as a reference point to match foundation to my face. Most of the times I use my neck to match the color on my face, because that I think is a more accurate match point for me. Anyways, now this Water Fresh Tint from Chanel, it's very lightweight. It doesn't feel sticky on your skin. It doesn't feel very heavy on your skin. The only drawback I would say is that it doesn't have a very great coverage. It's almost like zero coverage, but it still gives you a very dewy and radiant finish. This is something that I have been wearing regularly over a period of time, especially in summers when you really don't want to wear a very heavy foundation, something that's too cakey or too sticky, but you still want to feel put together. I don't think they do a very broad range of shades in this product, but anyways, the product is really nice. It's perfect for summers. It's perfect for someone who really doesn't use a high coverage foundation every day, but is looking forward to something that is more of like a moisturizer or just as a tint. So this was my first monthly favorite, the Chanel Water Fresh Tint. Comes with a brush. I am shade medium. Okay, moving on to hair care. For hair care, the monthly favorite, or I might say my all-time favorite, has turned out to be Kerastase. I understand these are products from different lines, but I think I bought the same Nutritive range shampoo also, but the shampoo is something that I absolutely run out of in almost like a 2-3 months time, because I do end up washing my hair a lot. I have very dry ends and a very oily scalp, and if I am going to the gym regularly, then I end up washing my hair every alternate day. Anyways, I couldn't find the Nutritive shampoo from the store where I usually buy my products from. So I ended up buying this shampoo. This is the Elixir range. I know these are very expensive products. Kerastase is not a brand that's cheap, but these are worth it. I mean, the products, how they leave your hair, the performance of the products is outstanding. They leave your hair so fresh, smelling so good, completely washing off all the gunk and everything, the oil, the gunk and everything. Plus the styling product is really good because I use heat on my hair on a very regular basis. Now I have switched to Dyson. Earlier I was just using a regular straightener, which does cause much more damage than Dyson does. Dyson is much more gentler on your hair, but I still end up using this product. It's a heat protectant, and over the years I have colored my hair. Over the years I end up styling my hair almost like every time I do wash my hair, I either blow dry them or I curl them or I straighten them. But the products have managed to keep my hair as it is. I don't see a very massive damage to my hair considering the amount of heat I use. And I think it's because of these products. Moving on to the next product, it's a skincare product. It's a sunscreen. Now I have spoken about this sunscreen so many times. It's the Beauty of Joseon Sun Relief 50 SPF 50 plus, and this is one of the best sunscreens that I've recently used. You can see that I'm almost out of it. I have to buy a new one. And this is the only sunscreen that does not cause my eyes to water. I have used La Roche also. Again, La Roche is a very good sunscreen brand, but the only issue with that is that my eyes start to water. I cannot use it on my lids, I cannot use it around my eye area, but when it comes to this one, I can absolutely use it over my eyelids, around my eye area that is very sensitive. Doesn't cause any itchiness or doesn't cause my eyes to water. Now this also doesn't leave any white cast, because a lot of the times when you use sunscreen on your face, if you feel like there's a white cast on your face, and if you end up using makeup over it, it just changes the entire color tone of the makeup. But this one sorry, but this one does not leave any white cast. Even for my skin tone, that is almost like a medium skin tone, there is no white cast. It's very lightweight. You won't even feel like it's clogging your pores. This has rice extract in it, again something that is extremely common in Korean skincare. It's extremely good for your skin, and I think this also has certain minerals in it. It has vitamin B in it, vitamin C in it. Overall, this is one of the best sunscreens I have used. Also, this one has no fragrance in it. I absolutely love skincare that has zero fragrance, and I have noticed in my personal experience that French and Korean skincare generally don't do any fragrance in their facial skincare. And I think I also came across a reel or a short video by a dermat, and he was doing his favorite sunscreens, his favorite Asian sunscreen. This either was on the top of the list or was on the list. I am not so sure, I don't remember, but I'm going to link that video. If I do end up finding it, I'm going to link it in the description box. You can check it out. If you're not interested in this one, you can check the other sunscreens that he was recommending. He's a dermat. He's a professional certified dermat. So it's better you trust a dermat than you trust me. But speaking of myself, about my personal experience with sunscreens, this is the sunscreen for me. Moving on from makeup, hair care and skincare is my favorite book of the month. Now, I am not an avid reader. I am not someone who finishes novels in like days or weeks time. I am someone who reads, someone who likes to read. I'll read an article, I'll read a newspaper clipping, or I'll try to read a novel in a month and try to finish it. Last month I came across this novel. It was recommended to me by my husband. The name is Shoe Dog. It's a memoir by Phil Knight. Sorry, he's the founder of Nike, and it has to be one of the most captivating reads. I finished it in a week. It took me just 1 week to finish that novel, and that says a lot about my reading capacity and a lot about that novel, because it's such a captivating read. And not giving any spoilers, but I think it's a known fact now that Nike is named after the Greek goddess of victory, Nike. I also have a framed photo of Nike over here. I'm going to put a shot of it later. I picked it up from Paris. The book just details the struggle and the disappointments that Phil Knight had to go through in order to build Nike into what it is now, into the giant of a brand it is now, and it details his entire journey so wonderfully. It's such a difficult book to put down. You just end up reading page by page and you just keep wondering, okay, now what's happening, what's happening, what's happening, and it is just so interesting. I just couldn't put it down, and I finished it in about a week's time. And it's something that talks about your passion, it talks about your loyalty, it talks about not giving up, and how a group of friends and how a community can come together and help you grow. So if you're looking forward to read something, something that's not even like, I won't say that it's such a difficult read, it's a very easy read. The language is very simple, it's very easy. And if you're looking forward to read something, I would highly recommend you read The Shoe Dog. It's inspirational, it's captivating, and it's definitely one of the best memoirs you will ever read. Moving on from my favorite book to my favorite shows. Now, I am someone who absolutely enjoys watching TV shows, and I think I have watched n number of shows. I am just hooked to shows. I enjoy thrillers, I enjoy horror, I enjoy comedy, I enjoy drama, I enjoy serial killer shows. Another show that I completely enjoyed watching on Apple TV was Presumed Innocent. Now, Apple TV does weekly release. They really don't release the entire season at one go. Now the entire season is available, but when I started watching it, they were just releasing one episode per week. So you just have to wait. It's not like Netflix where the entire season is available. It is available only after a certain period of time, but when the show premieres on Apple TV, you have to wait it out. It comes out week by week. So when I started watching it, every week an episode was coming, and this is not something that you have to invest a lot of time into. It has, I think, only 8 episodes, and each episode is about 20 to 25 minutes. So it doesn't take a lot of time, and it's a courtroom drama. It's a legal courtroom drama. So if you enjoy those whodunit sort of shows, then this is a show that you might actually enjoy. It is also, I believe, it is a remake of the book and the movie, and it stars Jake Gyllenhaal. I think it is written or adapted by David Kelly, who is known for shows like Boston Legal and Big Little Lies. All of these were courtroom dramas, all of these were like legal dramas. The last show on my monthly favorite would be, it's a very light show, it's very fun, it's like again a crime drama with a hint of fantasy to it, and it's a Korean show. I think you might have guessed it, it's Miss Night and Day. I watch Korean shows, but I am not someone who watches fantasy or such light shows. I enjoy watching drama, I enjoy watching shows that have blood and gore and horror, and something that's entirely opposite of Miss Night and Day. Looking forward to a very comedy or a very light a drama with a touch of fantasy to it, then you can watch Miss Night and Day, and it's a nice show. I think you'll enjoy it. If you are into that kind of genre, you'll completely enjoy the show. So that were my recommendation for TV shows. Now the brand that I was talking about, the brand that has been on my wish list for such a long time, and it is just that I'm not able to convince myself to buy it. First, it is expensive. Second, it's a completely festive wear or an occasion wear or a wedding wear brand. Now, I have just one sibling. He's married. All my cousins are married. My friends are married. My husband's sibling is married. His cousins are also married. So there is no wedding to look forward to in my family or even in my distant family. So I just can't convince, I'm not able to convince myself to invest into these clothes. But if you are a bride to be, or if you have a wedding coming up in your family, or if you're looking for some sort of occasion wear pieces, then this brand, I might be pronouncing it wrong. The name is Injor. I don't know how to pronounce it because I actually was even looking for the pronunciation. I couldn't find it. I'm gonna put all the screenshots and the link to the website and everything. They do such intricate embroidery and it looks so elegant. I think it would also make for a very good bridal wear, or if you are the sister of the bride, or if you are the family of the bride and you're looking forward to wear a very graceful piece, a piece that completely stands out from the other things that are already there in the market, then probably check out this brand. They do extremely beautiful, intricate embroidery and so graceful, and it reminds you of an bygone era. And even if you go through their website, you will see in their description also they have mentioned that their clothing is graceful and it's going to remind you of a bygone era, and it's beautiful. It's on my wish list, and someday maybe if I'm able to convince myself, I might just end up buying a coat set or a kaftan or a suit set or a kurta set from there and just wear it to every wedding that I'm going to. So that was my monthly favorite and my wish list for the month of July, and I really hope I'm able to continue this as a series, and I'll see you next time. Till then, take care of yourself. Bye.